Welcome back to Ellis T. Johnson Arena on the campus of Morehead State University. I'm Chris Dickerson, along with Skylar Dickerson, and we've made it to the end of the road of the 16th Region High School Basketball Tournament for 2026, and it's been a good one. Tonight we'll cap it off with the boys' championship game. It's an all 64th district final between the champions of the 64th district, the Boyd County Lions, and the runners-up of the 64th, the Ashland Blazer Tomcats. Skylar, we did 13 games down here over the past 8 days and nights, and this is the last one and the biggest of the 14.
Man, what a blast it's been, too. You know, they say time flies when you're having fun, and this is no different.
It's been a good ride, and we look forward to watching this game here this evening. Should be a good one. This broadcast is being brought to you by Bank of the Mountains, Commercial Bank of West Liberty, Juniper Health, Lewis Law Office, PLLC, and Stanifer Builders. We've got a lot on our pregame show here this evening. We'll go through the nuts and the bolts of both teams as we always do. We'll have Stephen Gullett will have several interviews here before the game starts. He will interview both head coaches here starting in about 9 minutes. He'll have head coach Randy Anderson of Boyd County and head coach Ryan Bonner of Ashland. And we'll also have 2 special guests that Stephen will interview right after the national anthem. Dr. Steve Towler, former superintendent of Ashland Blazer schools for a long time, and a Boyd County sharpshooter, played for the Boyd County Lions, and he also played on the collegiate level at Tulsa and Rio Grande. And Mr. Dale Sexton. Dale was the 6th man on the 1961 state championship team for the Ashland Blazer Tomcats, who a lot would argue is the best Ashland team of all time. So we look forward to hearing from them as they talk to Stephen. But let's get into looking at both of these teams here this evening. We'll try to get some of this done before we get to all those interviews. First, for Boyd County, the Lions. They beat Elliott County in the first round 63-53, and they followed that up by defeating Russell last night 76-71 to make it to the championship game here this evening. Boyd County was led in scoring last night by Malachi Payne. He had 24 points and 9 assists, and he shot 7 of 12 from the floor, was 8 of 10 from the free throw line. Jacob Spurlock had 20. He had 20 points and 9 rebounds. He almost had a double-double as well. Jacob also had 3 assists and 1 block shot to go with his 20 points. 16 points for Gunnar Woods and 11 for Ethan Raritan. And Boyd County defeated Russell by 5. Boyd County actually trailed at halftime 37-32, but then they outscored Russell in the second half 44-34 to pull out that 5-point victory. This is the 14th straight appearance in the 16th Region Tournament for Boyd County, their 17th overall appearance since 2001. They won their 5th straight semifinal game last night to advance on to this championship game here this evening. Boyd County has lost the last 4 years in the championship game to Ashland by an average of 18 points, outscored 72 points in those 4 basketball games. And Boyd County's lost to Ashland 4 of the last 6 years and 5 of the last 7 years in the championship game. The Lions are 11-22 in 23 championship game appearances since all the way back in 1933, and they're 1-6 in 16th Region Championship games since 2001. Their only region championship this century came in 2018 when they defeated these Ashland Blazer Tomcats 54-49. Boyd County has played 16th Region competition 12 games this season. They have a record of 10-2 in those basketball games. Against this tournament field, they played 8 games during the regular season, had a record of 6-2, and outscored the tournament field by 134 points in those 8 basketball games. The Ashland Blazer Tomcats, under the direction of head coach Ryan Bonner, they get here by defeating Round County in the opening round on Saturday 75-40, and they followed that up with an 83-55 win over Raceland last night. And Ashland shot 57.1% in the basketball game last night on 36 of 63, and they placed 5 different players in double figures. Caleb Clark led Ashland in scoring. He had a double-double, 21 points and 11 rebounds. He also had 3 steals and 1 assist. 17 points for Drew Smith, 10 points for a trio of players. Elijah Neal had 10 points, 7 assists, 6 steals, and 1 block shot. Elijah Owens had 10 points and 4 steals, and Jalen Strader had 10 points and 3 assists, and he was 2 of 4 from behind the three-point line. And Ashland looked really sharp last night as they cruised to a 28-point victory over Raceland. Ashland is the 7-time defending champion of the 16th Region Tournament, won it the last 7 years straight, and they won their 10th straight semifinal game last night as well. Ashland's 38-21 in region championship games since all the way back in 1922. The Tomcats are 9-7 in championship games this century since 2001, and this is their 9th straight championship game appearance. Ashland defeated Boyd County last year 55-47. The Tomcats have beaten Boyd County the last 4 years in the regional finals, as I said earlier, and they've won the last 7 years straight, outscoring their opponents in those 7 games by 116 points, or 16.5 points per game. Only 2 of the last 7 years and the last 7 wins for Ashland have come in by single digits, and that was in 2021 when they defeated Round County by 4 in overtime in what was a classic game that we had here. I still remember that game like it was yesterday. And last year, Boyd County, they defeated them by 8 points. The other 5 championships was all by 10 plus. Ashland played 16th region teams so far 8 times this year. They have a record of 7-1 in those 8 basketball games, and against this tournament field during the regular season, they played 4 basketball games, had a record of 3-1, and they outscored them by 24 points. These two teams have met head-to-head 3 times during the regular and postseason this year. December the 9th was the first time they played. That was at Ashland. Ashland won that basketball game 82-69. And Caleb Clark led Ashland with a double-double. He had 28 points and 12 rebounds. Drew Smith also had a double-double, 22 points and 13 rebounds. Elijah Neal had 12, and Elijah Owens had 10. The Tomcats placed 4 in double figures. And Jacob Spurlock had 28 points, 9 rebounds. And Malachi Payne had 23 points for Boyd County in that first contest. Second game, the rematch, January 23rd. That was at Summit at Boyd County Middle School. Ashland won that game 93-86. Ashland shot 58.9% in that game on 33 of 56, and they shot 56% from behind the three-point line on 14 of 25. Elijah Neal led Ashland with 30 points. Drew Smith had 26. Justin Hughes had 19, and Drew Clark had 16 points and 8 rebounds. Jacob Spurlock went off with 44 points in this game against Ashland at Summit. He had a double-double, 15 rebounds to go with those 44 points. Malachi Payne had 17, Woods had 10, and Rimmer had 10, as Boyd County also placed 4 players in double figures. The third meeting of the season came in the championship game of the 64th District Tournament. That was on February the 26th, and that was also at Summit at Boyd County Middle School. And Boyd County won that game by 3, 78-75, shooting 54% from the floor in that game on 33 of 61. And Jacob Spurlock had 34 points and 9 rebounds. Caleb Rimmer had a double-double, 24 points and 11 rebounds. And Malachi Payne had 10 points for Boyd County. Elijah Neal led Ashland once again with 23 points. Clark had 22 points and 9 rebounds. And Smith had 19 points for the Tomcats. Series notes between these two teams. These two teams have played 196 times since 1930. Ashland has a record of 119 wins, 77 losses, and in the last 10, the Tomcats are 6-4. In the regional tournament history, these two teams have met 17 times. This is the 18th time tonight that they've met in the regional championship game, and that's the most of any two teams as far as a match against each other goes in the history of the 16th region. Ashland has won 9 of the 17 meetings between Ashland and Boyd, and the Tomcats have won the last 5, and the last Boyd County win, as I said earlier, was in 2018, and that was 54-49. If you're wondering who the other series are all time as far as head-to-head matchups for the most in 16th region history, again, Ashland Boyd County leads that with 17 times, 18th meeting here tonight. It's not even close. The next series with the most meetings is 6, and that's Ashland and Russell have met 6 times in this game. Both teams won 3. Ashland and Grayson from a long, long time ago. Ashland and Grayson met 4 times. Ashland won all 4 of those. We'll now go to center court for the first interview. Stephen Gold is with head coach Ryan Bonner of Ashland Blazer. Stephen, take it away.
We've been saying courtside all week, but we are actually on mid-court. We're right on the court. We're not courtside. But we have with us, again, Coach Bonner of Ashland. And, Coach, we appreciate you joining us once more. It's a big game tonight. I guess, what's your thoughts, so far through the tournament, what's your thoughts of how well your team has played?
I really like the way we've defended the first 2 games. Hopeful that translates over to tonight. I really feel like we've really been kind of charged by our defensive intensity. And I think that's important this time of the year because my philosophy is the team that guards the best is the teams that continue to play. So hopefully our guys continue to buy into that.
And it's a tradition here in the 16th region. It always seems like it comes down to Boyd and Ashland. And here we are again. It's another big game. It's a big rivalry. You played each other 3 times this year. You know each other so well. What do you expect out of from them tonight?
No different than what we've seen at any point this year. Offensively, they're super powered. They can really go on offense. They can make shots, and they can go on some pretty devastating runs, which is why I think it's so important that our guys understand the urgency to defend in the half court.
Yeah. And I guess tonight, it's a big game. So what are some of those players that we're going to call out tonight that's on your team that is going to stand out?
Well, Caleb Clark, he's had a phenomenal tournament. He had 30 in game 1. He had 21 and 11 last night. Has made a lot of plays on both ends of the floor for us. Our junior point guard, Elijah Neal, done a lot of good things. And then, Drew Smith, he didn't get to play the first game of the tournament, but got his feet back under him last night. Elijah Owens is continuing to make plays on both ends of the floor. And then our sophomore guard, Justin Hughes.
All right. Well, Coach, we know you got a game to play, and we do appreciate you taking time and talking with us all week.
Yeah,
and I tell you what, good luck again tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. We'll be back with Coach Anderson of Boyd County. You're watching high school basketball on SpreeTV, Channel 2.
This presentation of SpreeTV Hoops is sponsored by Appalachian Wireless, Bank of the Mountains, Commercial Bank of West Liberty, Juniper Health, Lewis Law Office, Mountain Telephone, and Standifer Builders. You're watching SpreeTV, celebrating nearly 10 years of 16th region coverage.
We are back with the coach from Boyd County, Randy Anderson. Coach, we do appreciate you taking time out, spending with us, talking with us all this tournament. I guess up to this point, how have you liked your team? How well have they played? Talk a little bit about that.
I'm a blessed man. Got some really, really good kids that have worked hard all year long. They've really bonded. Chemistry's good. Tournament-wise, it's different when you get down to Moorhead. You got to learn to be in the heat, be in the fire, and we've had 2 of those. So we're blessed to be here tonight, and we're ready to compete.
All right. And I guess, when it comes down to 2 teams, seems like in the 16th region, it's always Boyd and Ashland. And it's been in the tradition. You got a lot of history, and you've played each other 3 times so far this year. So you're familiar with each other, not only with the history, but in the season here. So what do you expect from Ashland tonight?
They're going to be Ashland. They'll spread. They've got really skilled kids that can try to get in the gap. They're athletic. They're going to really hit the offensive glass hard. Here of late, they've been pressing more than they usually do. So I'd say at some point tonight we'll see some heat. But it's just a really, really great rival.
Oh, yeah. And it's fun. This time of year, you can't ask for more.
No.
And I guess talk about some of your players that will stand out, that we'll be calling their name out during the telecast tonight.
Jacob Spur's been a standout for us for 5 years, and he just continues to show up, make plays, get us going, and he's just been very solid. Malachi Payne's had a really good tournament, but he's had a good year. Really good heady point guard with good speed and good quickness. Gunnar Woods shot the ball well last night, and he does a lot of the intangibles. Same thing with Ethan Raridan. He shot it well in the 4th quarter last night. A lot of intangibles there. Caleb Rimmer was kind of the key factor when we beat them in the district final. He's just very athletic, surprisingly athletic. Big Jacob Carter came in and gave us some good minutes, and Clark Huff's been steady. Gets his feet steady, can hit it, but he's strong and can guard. So those 7 is basically who we play. And so, once again, just blessed, and just a really good group.
All right. Well, Coach, again, we want to thank you for joining us each time, pregame, and we know you don't have to do this, and get you out of your rhythm sometimes, and we don't want to do that. But I tell you what, we appreciate that, and hey, good luck tonight.
Well, we appreciate what you do for our kids.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. We'll be back with Chris and Skyler. We'll get you ready for the game. You're watching high school basketball on SpreeTV, Channel 2.
Stephen Gullett just wrapping up his interviews with head coach Ryan Bonner and head coach Randy Anderson of Boyd County. We're about 13 minutes away from the official introduction of the starting lineups and getting this championship game underway. As soon as the national anthem is played, Stephen will come back in with the interviews of Dr. Stephen Taller and Dale Sexton, and we look forward to those as well. Let's get back and looking at these 2 basketball teams. Let's look at Boyd County first, the champions of the 64th District under the direction of head coach Randy Anderson in his 16th season at Boyd County. Anderson has an overall record of 347 wins, 171 losses, 5th straight season with 20-plus wins and 25-plus wins for the 5th season in his career. In 3 of the last 4 years, Boyd County has done that. The most wins in a season for Boyd County under Randy Anderson was 29, so he's 1 win away from that, and that was in the 2017-2018 season. What a way to get the 29th and match his career high by winning the first regional title since 2001 for Boyd County. That would be something here tonight. Boyd County has a record of 28-6 coming into this game. They're red hot. They've won their last 11 straight and 21 of their last 23 basketball games overall. Sweet spots on the scoreboard for Boyd County when they score 85 points or better. They did that 17 times on the season. They have a record of 16-1. Defensively, they give up 65 points or less. They did that in 14 games. They're a perfect 14-0 when they do that. Boyd County averaging 83.7 points per game during the regular season while giving up 69.8. They had a positive point differential of 13.9 points per game. They shot 49.1% from the floor, 39.6% from behind the three-point line. From the charity stripe, number 2 in the state of Kentucky during the regular season, 79.2%. And rebounding, they averaged 30.8 rebounds per game. Team leaders for the Lions in scoring, Jacob Spurlock, 5th in the state of Kentucky during the regular season, 28 points per game. Caleb Brimmer, their best shooter from the floor, 53.9%. Ethan Raridan, their best shooter from behind the three-point line at 44.4%. Jacob Spurlock, their best shooter from the charity stripe, 17th in the state of Kentucky during the regular season, 84.7%. Spurlock also their leading rebounder, 9.1 rebounds per game. Starting lineup projected for Boyd County: number 2, 6'3" senior Jacob Spurlock, 28 points per game, 9.1 rebounds. Both of those lead the team. Number 3, 6'2" senior Gunnar Woods. Woods 11.7 points per game, 45.3% from the floor. Number 14, 6'2" senior Ethan Raridan. Raridan 8.7 points per game, 44.4% from behind the three-point line, their best three-point shooter. Number 23, 5'10" sophomore Malachi Payne. Payne averaging 17.4 points per game during the regular season, 80.6% from the free throw line. That was 40th in the state of Kentucky, and 47.8% from the floor. And number 33, 6'5" junior Caleb Rimmer. Rimmer averaging 8.6 points per game, 53.9% from the floor is his shooting average, best on the team, and he pulls down 5.4 rebounds per game. Again, Jacob Spurlock, Gunnar Woods, Ethan Raridan, Malachi Payne, and Caleb Rimmer, your projected starters for Boyd County. Ashland Blazer, the Tomcats. Let's see how much of them we can get in before the national anthem. Under the direction of 4th-year head coach Ryan Bonner. Bonner with an overall record at Ashland of 90 wins and 40 losses, and last night's victory gave Ryan his 4th straight 20-win season for Ashland. Ashland with a record of 20-9. They've won their last 2, and 6-4 in their last 10 games are the Tomcats. Sweet spots on the scoreboard for Ashland when they score 80 points or better. They did that 12 times. They have a record of 10-2 in those 12 games. Defensively, when they give up 65 or less, they did that 14 times during the season. They're 13-1 in those 14 basketball games. Ashland averaged 76.2 points per game during the regular season while giving up 66.2. They had a positive point differential of 10 points per game. The Tomcats 51.8% from the floor, best in the region, 10th in the state of Kentucky. 37.6% from behind the three-point line. That was 34th in the state of Kentucky. And 72.2% from the free throw line. That was good enough for 30th in the state of Kentucky. Ashland pulled down 23.8 rebounds per game during the regular season. Team leaders for the Tomcats, it's Caleb Clark all the way across the board. Points per game, 20.2. Field goal percentage, 61.9. Three-point field goal percentage, 45.2. Free throw percentage, 78.2. And 5.7 rebounds per game. Projected starting lineup for Ashland, number 2, 6'3" sophomore Justin Hughes. Hughes averaging 8.6 points per game. Number 3, 6'2" junior Elijah Neal. Neal averaging 16 points per game, shooting 70% from the free throw line. Number 5, 6'3" sophomore Elijah Owens. Owens averaging 11 points per game. Number 12, 6-foot senior Drew Smith. Smith averaging 18.9 points per game, averaging 3.4 three-point field goals made per game. That's good enough for 17th in the state of Kentucky. And number 32, 6'4" senior Caleb Clark. Clark, 20.2 points per game, leads Ashland in scoring. So again, for Ashland Blazer, Justin Hughes, Elijah Neal, Elijah Owens, Drew Smith, and Caleb Clark. That's the look at both of these teams, the projected starting lineups for both. We'll now go silent and wait on the PA announcer, Chuck Rist, the playing of the national anthem, and then Stephen Gullett will interview both Dr. Stephen Towler and Dale Sexton here on SpreeTV.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to please stand as you are able. Kindly remove your hands. We are America, with the flag of our national anthem. Tonight performed by the Twin County High School Pep Band under the direction of John Johnson. SpreeTV Channel 2, we have a couple of special guests with us now. And the first guest is Mr. Dale Sexton, 1961 team member of the Ashland Tomcats. And the special thing about that team was they were state champions.
Yep.
State champions. Not 16th region champions. Well, I guess they were, but they were state champions. So that makes that team special. And I guess I've always heard that may be the greatest team of all time from Ashland.
Well, in 2011, Larry Conley, who I played with at Rough Runs, he invited us down to Keeneland, and we went in a winner's circle. There was 7 of us, or 8 of us, and met Tom Hammonds. And we didn't know what they were wanting to do, but they presented us over the telecom that we were voted by Courier Journal the best high school basketball team of the 20th century.
Wow.
That was in 2011. And we had 7 D1 players that went on and played college ball. Well, we had great players. We had a great team, and I really enjoyed it, but it was over too fast.
Yeah, well, and I think that happens a lot to all of us, I guess. But yeah, I mean, you got some. I guess I guess some of your teammates who were those?
Well, Harold Sargent made All-American here, and I came to Moorhead with him. And of course, Larry Connolly the next year was on Rupp's Runs, went to the finals in '66. Steve Cram, who's a guard, went to LSU, and Gene Smith, our center, he went to University of Cincinnati, and he played on two national championship teams at Cincinnati.
Is that right? Okay.
And then Bobby Hilton, who was first team All-State also, he went to West Point and played for Bobby Knight.
Okay.
So we had some great players.
Some great players, a lot of great history there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Long time ago.
Yeah. Well, So, all right. But, yeah, he was, yeah. I guess, so who did you end up beating in the championship for the state tournament?
We beat Dunbar, and we beat them 69-50. And it wasn't really a very close game, but we didn't have very many close games.
I see.
We lost one game here at Moorhead by 1 point. We got beat by Lexington Lafayette.
Is that right?
By 1 point here, and that's the only game we lost all year.
Is that right? Wow.
And they didn't make it to the state tournament. They got beat by Lexington Dunbar.
I see. Okay, so you didn't get revenge, I guess. You didn't get that chance.
Well, we'd like to play them.
Right. Oh, so, and I guess back to the 16th region here. So what? I guess it was still the 16th region at that time.
Well, 16th region in those days, that included Clark County.
Okay.
And Clark County had great teams.
Okay.
Went state tournament a few years after that, but they changed the region.
I see.
But at one time, the districts had like 8 or 10 teams in all the districts, the 4 districts, 61, 62, 63, and 64. So they had a lot more schools in the 16th region in those days.
I see. Okay.
It's harder to get here to the 16th region.
I see.
But we were very fortunate to win the 16th region of Wellesley State. We'd won it the year before, but we got beat in the first round by Maysville, and they were in Region 10, and they beat us by 4 points in the first round. But after that, we decided we'll be back.
I see.
And we came back.
Yeah.
Next year.
All right. There you go. Well, I'll tell you what, Dale, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Yes, sir.
I guess your heart's with Ashland, so I guess that's who you're going with in this game?
Well, I'm always Tomcat.
There you go.
You know what Bill Tom Ross said, once a Tomcat, always a Tomcat.
There you go. All right. Well, hey, we're just a minute away from the starting lineups, and we'll come back with Steve Tyler here in just a moment. You're watching high school basketball on SpreeTV, Channel 2.
Tonight, for the championship and a trip to the boys' Sweet 16 at Rupp Arena, the runners-up from the 64th District, the Tomcats of Ashland Blazer. The winners of the 64th District, the Lions of Floyd County. For the Tomcats, starting at guard,
That's your official introduction of both teams' starting lineups. Boyd County in their home white uniforms with red numerals, trim, and lettering. Ashland in the road maroon uniforms with white numerals and gray trim. Both teams are ready to go. Caleb Rimmer in the circle to jump for Boyd County. Caleb Clark for Ashland. And we're just about ready to get this 16th Region Tournament Championship game underway from Ellis T. Johnson Arena. Let's play basketball here at Morehead State. Opening tip controlled by Ashland. Drew Smith will walk it into the front court as we get this basketball game underway. Spurlock on him, and he hands it to Clark. Clark goes to Owens as they work the perimeter. Top of the key, Smith comes near side to Clark. Clark will back it out to the logo. On the wing, Owens with the basketball. Kicks it back to Clark. Right wing. Fake the three, comes back out on top to Smith. So Ashland very patient here, Skylar, in their first offensive possession. Clark drives left side of the lane, kicks it underneath, tried to get it to Owens, and it's deflected out of bounds, and it'll stay on the Ashland end of the floor. Good crowd here this evening at Ellis T. Johnson Arena. Best crowd we've had yet in the tournament. Both Ashland and Boyd County, several fans have made the trek down 64 from Boyd County.
And this feels like vintage 16th Region basketball tonight.
Smith misses that shot underneath. Spurlock tried to throw it to Payne and throwed it away. Gunnerwood with the steal. Shot up off the glass and no good.
What a contest there by Spurlock.
And Neal picks it up for Ashland. Another change for the Tomcats. Count the bucket. And Neal will go to the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play. So a good start for Ashland. They had three different cracks at it there, and Neal makes it count the third time, and the Tomcats are the first on the scoreboard.
So I think that's going to be the key for Boyd County tonight. If they want to win, they got to hold Ashland and limit them to these second and third opportunity baskets.
You can't give them extra chances. The 6'2 junior Neal missed the free throw, so Ashland's up 2-0. Boyd County with the basketball out of the corner. Three underway, no good by Woods. And Ashland comes into the front court. Smith with the basketball. Three just right of the top of the key. No good. Caleb Rimmer goes high to get the rebound for Boyd County. He gets it to Payne. Payne brings it into the front court. 1:22 into the first quarter. Payne on the left wing comes top of the key. Works right side. Clark will pick him up. Rimmer cuts across the Payne. He feeds it to him up off the glass and in. Caleb Rimmer with the good move and bucket and ties it to. Rimmer's the wild card in this game.
He's
tonight.
Going to be the X factor.
He's got to have a big game for Boyd County, and he's off to a good start. Smith in the front court with Spurlock on him. Gives it to Owens. Owens with Raritan on him. Goes back top of the key to Clark. Clark drives left side, and they'll call the foul on Rimmer for Boyd County as he raises his hands to say, what did I do? But that's the first foul of the basketball game on the team and on Rimmer. Neal will toss it in right in front of us. Gets it in to Owens. Owens drives in the lane, spins left over Raritan off the glass. No good. Payne with the rebound for Boyd County. Quickly ahead to Woods off the glass and in. Payne with the three-quarter court pass assist. Woods with the bucket, and Boyd County has their first lead at 4-2. Smith in the front court for Ashland. 5:40 on a moving clock left here in the first quarter. Clark, three ball, top of the key, deep, no good. Spurlock gets the rebound. Spurlock looking down the floor, crosses the timeline, top of the key. Drives down the left side of the lane, floater up and good. Count the bucket for Spurlock, and he'll go to the free throw line to try to complete a three-point play for Boyd County. Elijah Neal picks up the foul for Ashland. That's his first. And Spurlock, the 6'3 senior, goes to the free throw line. 84.7%, leads the team in free throw shooting, completes the three-point play. Ashland scored the first two. Boyd County scored the last 7, and they lead Ashland by 5.
And if you're Boyd County, this is the start that you want to do.
Clark hands it to Neal down the lane, underneath off the glass, no good, and the rebound taken down by Raritan. He gets it to Spurlock. Spurlock, long pass ahead, Payne, right wing, thought about the tree, drives it in the lane, dishes it back to Rimmer. Rimmer spins left, has it batted away, picks it back up, puts it up off the glass, no good, and Neal gets the rebound. Rimmer was wide open. I believe it scared him. He was so open. Clark underneath, off the glass and in for Ashland. And the lead's cut to 3, 7-4. Ashland gets the ball up the floor so quickly.
Yeah, they moved the ball excellently.
Payne in the front court for Boyd County. They have a 3-point lead here over Ashland in the first quarter. Payne with Neal on him, backs it out on the left wing. Now top of the key, he'll step back, take a three, no good. High rebound, ball batted around, taken down by Hughes for Ashland. Hughes brings it into the front court, drives on Woods in the corner, and floats it back out on top to Owens. Owens at the logo looks back at the coach for direction, now drives down the right side of the lane, puts it up off the glass, no good, gets his own rebound, back up, no good, and Woods gets the rebound for Boyd County. 2 shots at it, no bucket for Ashland. Good pass from Payne to Woods, cutting down the lane. Payne with the assist, Woods with the bucket. Boyd County back up by 5. And Neal already to the other end draws a foul on Boyd County on the floor. And that foul's on Payne. As Clark Huff gets up off the bench, he'll check in for Boyd County for Rimmer. 3:55 left in the first quarter as Ashland inbounds on their own end. Clark gets it to Neal. Neal with Payne on him. Neal drives inside the circle, off the glass, and in. Good move by Elijah Neal. Uses the body to force his way to the glass and scores, and the lead's cut to 3. Payne at the left elbow, backs it out on the wing. Neal on him. Spurlock at the top of the key. Has Smith on him, drives him down the right side of the lane. Count the bucket, Spurlock hits it, and he's going back to the free throw line to try to complete another 3-point play. He had one just a moment ago. The Ashland fouls on Drew Smith, the 6-foot senior, his first. And the 6'3" senior Spurlock goes to the free throw line again, 84.7% during the regular season. He makes it. He's made both of his free throws, and Boyd County is up 12-6. They've outscored Ashland 12-4 since Ashland scored the first bucket. 3:14 left on the clock here in the first quarter. Clark at the logo for Ashland. Gives it to Neal. Neal directs traffic at the logo. Raridan picks him up at the top of the key. Now he gives it back to Smith. And he hits that from at least 6 foot behind the 3-point line for Drew Smith. Cuts that 6-point lead in half. 12-9. Payne down the lane off the glass, no good. Rebound taken down, and a jump ball will be called between Woods and Neal, and the possession arrow will keep it with Boyd County. 2:42 left on the clock. That brings us to the first media timeout of the game, and it's here in the first quarter. The SpreeTV media timeout finds Boyd County ahead of Ashland 12-9, and we'll be back to LST Johnson Arena right after this.
For nearly 50 years, Bank of the Mountains has served Morgan and the surrounding counties, working hard to provide our customers with friendly service and the financial products that make their lives easier. As a family-owned bank, we understand that relationships matter. We appreciate those who have chosen us to be their bank and invite those who haven't to stop by at any of our 3 locations, West Liberty, Index, or Ezel. Local people, local decisions, local commitment. Bank of the Mountains is proud to be a real community bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's Tech Madness at Appalachian Wireless, and these deals, they're next level. We're taking $700 off select devices, or bundle your tech to get savings up to $1,100 off in tech savings. Those are some prime time savings. From phones to accessories, everything you need to stay connected is right here and ready to help you score big during our Tech Madness. But don't wait. These deals won't last forever. Head to your nearest Appalachian Wireless retail location or visit us online at AppalachianWireless.com to find out more. Because when it comes to wireless, we're always here to help you save big. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
2:42 left in the first quarter. Boyd County with a 12-9 lead in this basketball game. Skyler, what's your thoughts?
Well, if you're a basketball fan, you're enjoying this one. I kind of figured it'd be high octane. We got off to a slow start there for the first 40 seconds or so, and ever since then, it's just been gas on the pedal.
They've picked it up. Out of the timeout, Spurlock with the floater in the lane. No good. Clark gets the rebound for Ashland. Gets it to Smith. Underhand pass in the corner. Owens open 3, halfway down and out. Raridan missed the rebound. Ashland gets another opportunity, and Hughes makes them pay as he scores in the lane, cuts the lead to 1, 12-11. Payne brings it into the front court for Boyd County. Raridan cuts across the lane. He lets him go. Payne dribbles left side, now gives it to Raridan. Raridan picks up his dribble, gives it to Spurlock. Spurlock down the lane, spins left and was too far underneath the bucket. The ball hits the bottom of the backboard and goes out of bounds. And they give it to Boyd County. So they say the Ashland player touched it last. Payne will toss it in. Gets it into Spurlock, right back to Payne. Payne drives in the lane, puts a shot up. Hughes blocks it, but Hughes also picks up the foul for Ashland. That's his first, team foul number 3 on Ashland. Both teams with 3 team fouls here in the first quarter now. And Malachi Payne goes to the free throw line. Misses the first one. The 5'10 senior, 80.6% on the season. Makes the second, so he splits the pair, and Boyd County has a 2-point lead, 13-11. That's the first points for Payne in the contest. Neal in the front court for Ashland. Gives it on the wing to Owens. In the corner, Smith. Smith finds Clark on the right post, fakes a shot, comes back out on the wing to Smith. Smith with Woods on him will bring it out to the logo. Smith and Clark plays catch. Elijah Neal with the basketball now. Top of the key, gives it to Clark on the left wing, and he comes back to Neal. Ashland again being very patient with the basketball. Clock down to 1:07 left here in the first quarter. Neal spins on Woods down the lane, kicks it back to Clark, and his shot's up and good. Neal penetrated, dished it back to Clark, and Clark kisses it off the glass, and we're tied at 13. Payne with the basketball for Boyd County. Clark on him as he backs it out on the right wing. Spurlock and Smith really going at it in the paint. And that ball's stolen by Neal. He gets it ahead to Clark, but a whistle stops the play. And there'll be a Boyd County foul.
And honestly, I think that's a good foul to stop the fast break.
It certainly is. That foul was on Payne. That's his first, but it saved 2 points and would have probably been a thunderous dunk that would have brought this Ashland fan base to its feet. They'll make Ashland try to earn it. Smith with the basketball at the logo. Gives it to Owens. Clock down to 13. Owens finds Clark cutting underneath, and he puts it up and in. Owens with the assist, Clark with the bucket. Ashland by 2. 5 seconds. Payne, left wing. 3 on the way. Hughes blocks it. And with 7/10 of a second left, Ashland will have the basketball back with a 2-point lead, 15-13, as Rimmer will check back into the lineup for Boyd County for Huff. Hughes went high, Skyler. He climbed the ladder to block that.
That he did. So 0.7 left, just enough time for a shot.
It stays with Boyd County. Rimmer can't get the shot off before the buzzer, and that's the way the first quarter went. Been a good first quarter. Ashland leads by 2 at the end of 1, 15-13, and we'll be back with all the second quarter action of the boys' 16th Region High School Basketball Championship game. You're watching it on the SpreeTV network.
Hi, I'm Brock Littrell, President of Commercial Bank of West Liberty. For more than 100 years, we prided ourselves on treating our customers like family. The technologies we offer afford you the ability to bank with us from anywhere.
Hi, I'm Angie Pendergrass. I'm the CFO of Commercial Bank, and we are constantly looking for new technologies to improve our efficiencies and our bottom line, but more importantly, it allows us to spend more time with our customers.
Hi, I'm Howard Elam, CEO of Commercial Bank. I'd like to thank you for trusting us with your banking needs.
At Juniper Health, great care begins with people you know, familiar faces, rooted in the mountains of eastern Kentucky. We are nationally recognized. We provide award-winning care right here in your backyard. We're on your roads, in your schools, at your front door. This is our home too. Juniper Health, world-class care, hometown heart.
To the second quarter we go. Ashland with a 2-point lead, 15-13. The Tomcats shot 44% on 7 of 16. Boyd County 42% on 5 of 12 in the first quarter. Smith with the basketball for Ashland. Drives in the lane, spins right, back left, puts a shot up over Woods, off the glass, and in Drew Smith with the bucket. And Ashland goes up by 4, 17-13. Biggest lead for Ashland. Spurlock, Woods, Raritan, Payne, Rimmer on the floor for Boyd County to start the second quarter. Hughes, Neal, Owens, Smith, and Clark on the floor for Ashland. Rimmer on the block, puts a shot up, and it was blocked by Owens, but they're going to call Owens for the foul. That'll be his first team foul of the second quarter on Ashland. And Caleb Rimmer will walk to the free throw line for Boyd County, the 6'5 junior, 69.7% on the season. First trip there this evening. He makes the first one. Rimmer with 3 points now. And Ashland's lead 17-14. Rimmer misses the second, so he splits the pair. Clark gets the rebound for Ashland. Gives it to Smith, and he'll walk it into the front court. Smith drives down the right side of the lane. That shot was blocked by Rimmer and Woods. Take your pick. And we'll have a foul on Boyd County as well, and that foul will be on Gunnar Woods. That's his first team foul on Boyd County. So Drew Smith will be at the free throw line for Ashland. The 6-foot senior, 72.6% during the regular season. He misses the first one. Strader checks into the lineup for Ashland.
And you know, Strader's been a fun freshman to watch this year.
He sure has, and he's hit some big shots for Ashland too. Smith splits the pair, and Ashland goes back up by 4, 18-14. Drew has 6 in the game for Ashland. Payne down the lane, shot off the glass, no good, but he's fouled. And he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. So Malachi's been to the free throw line 2 times, made 1, make it 2 of 3 for him now. He's got 2 points in the game, and Ashland leads 3, 18-15. He makes them both. Payne's got 3 points, and the lead's cut to 2, 18-16. Spurlock leads Boyd County in scoring with 6. Clark leads Ashland with 6. As Neal brings it into the front court. Gives it to Smith in the corner to Strader. Strader comes out on the wing, back out on top to Smith. And he gives it to Neal. Neal finds Clark, back to Neal on the wing. Spurlock picks him up, and he drives down the lane on Spurlock, off the glass, no good. On rebound, back up and in. Good play by Elijah Neal. He wouldn't quit. And there's an extra chance again, Skyler, for Ashland.
And you know, Ashland right now is out shooting Russell. They have 18 shots, Boyd County. They have 19 shots to Boyd County's 12 right now. And I mean, they've had 4 offensive rebounds and have converted on just about every one.
That's the difference in the game right now. Raritan on the wing, inside the circle, left elbow jumper, good. Nothing but the bottom of the nylon for Raritan. That cuts the lead to 2, 20-18. Smith, 3-ball on the way, no good. Rebound Rimmer. Rimmer brings it into the front court himself. Works it to the left wing, picks up his dribble, gives it back to Payne. Clock under 5:45 left here in the first half. Payne dumps it down to Spurlock on the right block, spins left, shot off, no good, and the rebound comes off to Smith for Ashland. Quickly in the front court, loses the basketball, and Spurlock takes it away. Into the front court, Jacob finds Payne down the lane, off the glass and in. Payne with the bucket. He's got 5 in the game. Spurlock with the assist, and we're all even again at 20.
And if you notice, too, on that shot, there was 2 more white jerseys coming down to rebound. Boyd County has to do that. They're going to have to hammer the glass if they want to stay in this game.
They certainly are. Neal with the basketball gives it to Strader on the right wing. Smith with the basketball. Deep on the wing, comes back out on top to Hughes. Hughes at the logo, works left side, gives it to Neal. And Neal will back it out now as the clock winds under 4:55 left in the second quarter. Rimmer on Neal. He drives in the paint, picks up his dribble, gives it back to Hughes. Hughes to Strader, now back out to Smith. On the wing, three on the way, Elijah Neal, no good. And it goes out of bounds over to Boyd County. As Owens checks back into the lineup for Strader for Ashland, Boyd County will have the basketball and a chance to regain this lead.
You know, and that was the first three that Elijah was taking this game. And that's a shot that he's comfortable shooting, so Boyd County can't let him get warmed up either.
He makes one, and then they go in bunches. Payne at the top of the key for Ashland. Works off a Rimmer screen, drives down the right side of the lane, puts it off the glass, no good. Rebound loose on the floor. Bodies all over the place. And a jump ball be called. Possession arrow will again keep it on the Boyd County end. Extra intensity diving after these loose balls here tonight.
You got to leave it all out there. It's win or go home.
Spurlock in the lane, puts it off the glass and in. Jacobs got 8, and he puts Boyd County back up by 2, 22-20. Ashland's in a 4-minute and 15-second scoring drought right now. Boyd County on a 6-0 run over the last 3:57. Neal gives the basketball to Smith. He backs it out to the logo. Clock under 3:40 left here in the first half. And again, Ashland just very methodically works this Boyd County defense. Now Neal drives down the right side of the lane, and they'll call Gunnar Woods for the foul for Boyd County. That's his second. Team foul number 2 on Boyd County. And Neal will toss it in. Gets it on the right wing to Smith. Smith with Woods on him, top of the key, Hughes, now Clark. Hughes loses it, it's a turnover. Woods into the front court, gives it to Payne, finds Spurlock cutting down the left side of the lane off the glass and in. Payne with the assist, Spurlock with the bucket. Boyd County's up by 4. Neal all the way up the floor, down the left side of the lane and in. You've got to get a body in front of Neal. He'll take it to the rim every time. Cuts the lead to 2, 24-22. Neal with 8 points in the game now to lead Ashland in scoring.
Clock's under 3.
Payne with the basketball, just left of the top of the key. Steps back, finds Rimmer on the left block. He spins left off the glass and in over Elijah Neal. And Boyd County's back up by 4, 26-22. Rimmer's got 5 in the game. Neal works off a Clark screen. Gives it to Smith, a 3 from 8 foot behind the three-point line. No good. And it goes out of bounds. And we come to the media timeout in the second quarter. 2:21 left on the clock in the first half. Boyd County leads by 4 in this back and forth battle of 64th District teams, 26-22. We'll be back to LST Johnson Arena in 60 seconds.
At Juniper Health, great care begins with people you know, familiar faces, rooted in the mountains of Eastern Kentucky. We are nationally recognized. We provide award-winning care right here in your backyard. We're on your roads, in your schools, at your front door. This is our home too. Juniper Health, world-class care, hometown heart.
When you agree, it can be drama-free. Uncontested divorces starting at $500. Simple, straightforward, statewide. Call attorney John D. Lewis Jr., 113 Main Street, Sandy Hook. This is an advertisement.
Well, Elijah Neal already has 8 points for Ashland, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals. Skylar, he's the true definition of a point guard.
Mr. Do-It-All.
He leads Ashland in scoring. Jacob Spurlock has 10 to lead Boyd County, and the Lions are up by 4 with 2:21 left on the clock here in the first half. It's been a very good first half and a fast-moving first half.
It has, you know. Boyd County's shooting 43%, Ashland shooting 59%. It's been a fun first 2 quarters of basketball.
Hughes gets it on the wing to Owens, back to Hughes at the logo, and he gives it to Smith. Smith finds Neal on the right wing. Rimmer picks him up. He drives in the lane. The ball knocked loose, but back to Smith. Now Neal comes out to the logo, takes the basketball as the clock winds down, approaching 2 minutes. On the wing, Owens gives it to Smith in the corner. Smith back out to Hughes. Hughes comes near side to Owens. He kicks it on the wing to Neal. He's down the lane, kicks it in the corner, and back around the perimeter they come, and we'll have a Boyd County foul. Jacob Carter checked into the lineup for Boyd County during the timeout. And Neal has the basketball at the logo. And now we'll have a foul on Ashland.
On Clark.
Underneath the bucket. So that's an offensive foul and a turnover. That's Clark's first foul. And Ashland's picked up their 3rd team foul, so both teams with 3 team fouls with 1:39 left here in the first half. Rimmer gets it into Payne. Neal shadows him as he brings it across the timeline to the top of the key, gives it to Spurlock on the right wing. He drives Hughes down on the baseline, puts a shot up over him and in. And Jacob has 12 points for Boyd County to lead all scorers, and they have a 6-point lead. Owens kicks it back to Clark. He comes out to Neal. Clock under 1:15 left in the first half, and Boyd County has their biggest lead of 6. Boyd County on a 12-2 run right now. Hughes comes near side to Neal, fakes a 3. Spurlock knocks it away from him, and Raritan picks it up. Turnover for Ashland. Raritan gets it to Rimmer. Rimmer drives down on the baseline in the lane, finds Payne, wide open 3, no good. Rebound taken down by Smith for Ashland. He falls down. Raritan picks it up, finds Spurlock. He goes up on Owens and puts it in. And a whistle and a foul, as well as we have a timeout here, an injury timeout. Spurlock makes the bucket, and Smith is slow getting up for Ashland. He's up now, and Boyd County leads by 8 with 40.5 seconds left on the clock here in the first half. Spurlock with 14 points now for Boyd County. He leads all scorers in the game. Clock winds under 35 seconds as Neal brings it into the front court. Ashland down by 8. Neal with the shot right side, no good. Carter gets the rebound for Boyd County, and they could go up by 10 or even 11 if they score on this possession. Boyd County on a 14-2 run right now. Spurlock as the clock's down to 12 with Hughes on him. Now it's down to 10. Spurlock drives into Hughes, no whistle. He's got it in the corner, goes cross court to Payne. 3 seconds. Payne step back 3 on the way, no good. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half. And the score at halftime in what's been an excellent first half of basketball. Head coach Randy Anderson has to be pleased with his Boyd County Lions. They lead by 8 at the break. Boyd County 30, Ashland 22. We'll go back to the studio, get in a quick commercial, and when we come back, Stephen Gullett will finish the interview process that he started before the game, and he'll talk to Dr. Stephen Towler, former superintendent of Ashland Independent Schools, and we'll be back right after this.
Hi, I'm Brock Littrell, president of Commercial Bank of West Liberty. For more than 100 years, we prided ourselves on treating our customers like family. The technologies we offer afford you the ability to bank with us from anywhere.
Hi, I'm Angie Pendergrass. I'm the CFO of Commercial Bank, and we are constantly looking for new technologies to improve our efficiencies and our bottom line, but more importantly, it allows us to spend more time with our customers.
Hi, I'm Howard Elam, CEO of Commercial Bank. I'd like to thank you for trusting us with your banking needs.
It's Tech Madness at Appalachian Wireless, and these deals, they're next level. We're taking $700 off select devices, or bundle your tech to get savings up to $1,100 off in tech savings. Those are some prime time savings. From phones to accessories, everything you need to stay connected is right here and ready to help you score big during our Tech Madness. But don't wait. These deals won't last forever. Head to your nearest Appalachian Wireless retail location or visit us online at AppalachianWireless.com to find out more. Because when it comes to wireless, we're always here to help you Save big, because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Standiford Builders is the area's best general contracting and paving company, serving you since 1965. We are family owned and operated and ready to meet your needs. Our experienced staff has the expertise to do the job right, no matter the size. We offer commercial and residential paving without the hassle of a big contractor. We also now offer dirt work services. Call us today for your free estimate. Standiford Builders is a proud supporter of local high school sports. Good luck to all athletes this season.
Welcome back to SpreeTV. We are at halftime. Boyd County on top of Ashland 30-22. With us now is Steve Toller. I guess you graduated in ¡63 from Boyd County.
Correct.
And later on, you became superintendent of Ashland.
Yeah, that was a tough deal. I had a lot of my Boyd County friends that didn't like that.
I see that. So I guess you graduated in '63. I guess I hear you as a sharpshooter for the Lions.
I got my education paid. I started out in Tulsa playing basketball.
Okay.
And then I moved to Rio Grande.
Okay.
And I finished up there. I'm sure you've heard of Rio Grande.
Yep.
We had the big score many years ago, Bevo Francis. So I finished my career out there at Rio Grande.
I see. Okay. And I guess the 16th region at your time. Did you all ever win it?
No, we never did win it. Boyd, you.
Or, I guess, what's your thoughts on how the game's changed?
I think it's changed both ways you mentioned, I think the kids jump higher, they're quicker, and there's an awful lot of three-pointers go up,
Yeah.
I don't care if it's half court, they'll let it go,
Yep.
So it is a changed game, and a lot of one-on-one. I was saying, Ashland probably practices a lot of where you block and you go on around, and what's that called?
I guess the pick and roll.
Pick and roll,
yeah.
pick and roll. And so I think they're both solid programs, and we've got some other decent programs in this and down in our districts, but Ashland is clearly dominating.
Right. Yeah. And I guess back when you played, where did you play the tournament at? Where was it hosted?
Well, we had it at Moorhead, but it was at the old gym.
Okay, Weatherby.
Yeah, Weatherby.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think Moorhead is the place to play. They used to rotate around. Where the big gyms were. Boyd's got a big gym. Greenup's got a big gym.
Right.
And that's what they did for years. But Moorhead said, "Look, we'll take you every year," and they've done, I think, just a wonderful job with this regional tournament.
Yeah.
And so that's the best place to play it, and it's located inside all of the schools, that can.
Yeah, it's pretty equal as far as where location is, and and it's a neutral court.
And the university does a lot to be a good host.
Yes.
They really do.
They do. And I tell you what, well, Steve, I guess how'd you think the first half went?
Well, I thought Ashland won the first quarter, and Boyd the
Back here at LST Johnson Arena, we apologize. We've had a couple of power surges here at halftime that interrupted the interview with Dr. Stephen Taylor and Stephen Gullett, and we apologize for that, but nothing we can do about it. Skylar, what's your take on the first half?
Man, if you're a basketball fan, and especially if you're a Boyd County fan, what a first half of basketball it's been. You know, Boyd County was led by Jacob Spurlock with 14 points on 6 of 9 shooting from the floor. He had 3 rebounds and an assist. You know, and Ashland, Elijah Neal had 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists, and 2 steals to go along with that. It's been a fun 16 minutes, and we got 16 more to go. And at the end of that, we'll know who's going to the state tournament.
Well, Boyd County's leading by 8 here at the break. They shot 52.2% from the field in the first half on 12 of 23. Did not convert from behind the three-point line, 0 of 5. 6 of 8 from the charity stripe for 75% for the Lions. Ashland shot 41.7% on 10 of 24. They were 1 of 7 from behind the three-point line, so the teams collectively 1 of 12 from behind the three-point line in the first half. Ashland was 1 of 3 from the free throw line for 33.3%, and they didn't shoot a free throw in their game last night, so the last 6 quarters of basketball, Ashland's had 3 free throws. Boyd County led in scoring, as Skylar said, by Jacob Spurlock with 14 points. He's got 3 rebounds and 3 steals to go with those 14 points. 5 points for Malachi Payne, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 4 assists to go with his 5 points. 5 points for Caleb Bremer with 3 rebounds, 4 points for Gunnar Woods on 2 of 3 shooting from the floor. 2 points for Ethan Raritan, and he has a blocked shot to go with his 2 points, and that makes up Boyd County's 30 points. 22 points for Ashland. Elijah Neal leads them in scoring. Skylar and I both have talked about him in the first half and what a point guard he is. 8 points in the first half, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals for Neal. 6 points for Drew Smith. Smith had 3 rebounds to go with his 6 points. 6 points for Caleb Clark on 3 of 4 shooting from the floor. 2 rebounds to go with his 6 points. And 2 points for Justin Hughes. He made his only shot of the first half, and he had 1 rebound and 1 blocked shot to go with those 2 points. That's the 22 points in scoring for Ashland. Points off turnovers in the first half, +4 in the favor of Boyd County, 8-4 points in the paint. Also +4 in favor of the Lions, 22-18 second change points, +3 in favor of Ashland, 6-3. 5 break points, +4 in the favor of Boyd County, 8-4. Neither team with any scoring off the bench in the first half. Biggest lead for the first half, 4 for Ashland, came at the 9:46 mark of the second quarter. Boyd County's biggest lead is here at the halftime mark, 30-22. Best scoring run for Ashland was 6. That came in the second quarter. Boyd County's biggest scoring run was 8. We had 3 lead changes, 3 ties. Ashland led for 3:17 of the first half. Boyd County led for 9:05. Ashland outscored Boyd County 15-13 in the first quarter, but Boyd County outscored Ashland by 10 in the second quarter and held Ashland to only 7 points, outscoring them 17-7 to take this 8-point lead into the second half. And this first half's been everything you'd want a championship game to be.
It has.
And Skylar, you have to think that Ashland, they have been here and done that. They've won this thing the last 7 years. But you would think that they would have to have pressure on them as a team, because not only are they carrying the burden of the last 7 teams have won this straight, but they don't want to be the first team to lose and break that streak.
They don't, and they have the biggest target on their back in the region. Everybody wants to knock off Ashland. They get everybody's best every night.
And Jacob Spurlock has not beaten Boyd County, and Boyd County's not won during his high school career here since he's been in high school. We'll see if they can hang on and make high water marks for Boyd County here and send them back to the state. To the third quarter we go. Ashland with the basketball. First possession. Jumper at the left elbow was no good. I was blocked by the official and couldn't see who shot that. Boyd County with the basketball. Spurlock brings it into the front court. Spurlock, Woods, Raritan, Payne, Rimmer on the floor for Boyd County. Spurlock fall back 17-footer, no good. Neal with the rebound. Into the front court, gives it to Smith. Off the glass underneath, no good. Neal with the offensive rebound and put back, and he's in double digits with 10. Ashland scores the first 2 and cuts it to 6. Hughes, Neal, Owens, Smith, and Clark on the floor to start the second half for Ashland. Payne drives down the left side of the lane, puts it up off the glass, no good. And the rebound comes down to Ashland. Hughes got the rebound. Neal fakes the three, kicks it in the corner. Owens will take a three, no good, and Rimmer gets the rebound for Boyd County. He gets it to Gunnar Woods, and Woods will bring it into the front court. 30-24, 6-point lead for Boyd. Down the lane, floater up, no good. And a foul on the rebound will be on Boyd County. And that's on Gunnar Woods.
I think Jacob got poked in the eye there.
He's been over, he did, or smacked in the face or something. He was holding his eye. So Ashland with the basketball, they trail by 6. As Smith has it in the front court with Raritan on him. Elijah Neal at the logo. Back on the wing to Owens. He gives it to Smith in the corner. Spurlock will pick him up. Smith will dump it down on the baseline to Clark. Back to Smith, now outside to Hughes, on the wing to Neal. Ashland again very patiently and methodically works the ball. Neal down the lane, kicks it on the wing to Clark, inside the circle. On top Smith, down the left, off the glass, no good, and Rimmer gets the rebound. Rimmer gives it to Payne. Payne in a hurry, gets to Woods on the wing. Back to Payne, cutting down the lane, off the glass, no good, and the rebound pulled down by Smith. He went high above the rim to get that. Ashland in the front court. Smith gives it to Neal. Step back three. Top of the key, good. Elijah Neal with the triple, and Ashland scored the first 5, and they cut the lead to 3, 30-27. Neal with 13 points now, and Randy Anderson takes a timeout, a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with him. 5:46 left in the third quarter. 30-27. Boyd County will be right back.
It's Tech Madness at Appalachian Wireless, and these deals, they're next level. We're taking $700 off select devices, or bundle your tech to get savings up to $1,100 off in tech savings. Those are some prime time savings. From phones to accessories, everything you need to stay connected is right here and ready to help you score big during our Tech Madness. But don't wait. These deals won't last forever. Head to your nearest Appalachian Wireless retail location or visit us online at AppalachianWireless.com to find out more. Because when it comes to wireless, we're always here to help you save big. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
Boyd County led 30-22 at the break. It's 30-27. Ashland has scored the first 5 points here in the third quarter, and they cut it to 3, Skylar. And you knew that Ashland was going to make a push right out of the locker room.
You know, they've come back from a lot bigger leads than that to get back in the game, and that's something that Bonner and the Tomcats have always been so good at, is going in at halftime, making adjustments, coming out and playing a new set for 16 minutes.
Let's see how Boyd County responds now. Payne fakes a three, just left of the top, or right of the top of the key, gives it back to Spurlock at the logo. Spurlock with Clark on him. Dumps it in the corner to Woods. His three up over Owens, no good, and Hughes goes high to get the rebound, and Payne ties him up, and the possession arrow will keep it with Boyd County.
So a heads-up play there by Payne.
Hughes got the rebound, but he exposed the basketball, and Payne was right there to tie him up. Payne will toss it in. Gets it into Rimmer in the corner. He hands it back to Malachi. Payne back at the top of the key. Hughes on him. Clock approaching 5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Spurlock puts it up off the glass, no good. Rimmer, offensive rebound, puts it back up and in. Rimmer with the big offensive rebound and putback, and Boyd County goes back up by 5, 32-27. Rimmer has 7 in the game. Owens with the basketball, gives it to Clark on the wing. Clark comes back out on top and gives it to Neal. Neal comes near side to Hughes. Owens now on the left wing, gives it to Clark. He comes out to take it outside the three-point line, steps just inside of it, puts a mid-range up, no good. And the foul will be on Boyd County on Raritan. That's his first. And Neal will toss it in for Ashland. Gets it in the corner to Smith. Three on the way, no good. And the rebound taken down by Raritan. He gets it to Spurlock. Spurlock walks it across the timeline. 4:18, the clock moving. Owens picks him up. Spurlock pushes him into the circle, gives it back to Payne. 3-ball right wing, no good. Offensive rebound, Raritan. Extended possession. Woods on the wing with Hughes. On him comes top of the key. Works right side. Dumps it down to Spurlock inside the circle with Clark on him. Spurlock with the elbow pushes in, and they call Spurlock for the push-off and the offensive foul. The Boyd County side don't like the call. Ashland side does. And it's an offensive foul and turnover.
And I'd say we'll be expecting more of that in the next 12 minutes of this basketball game.
Both sides of the crowd is really energized as we wind down nearing the end of the third quarter, and these teams neck and neck. Boyd County up by 5. Hughes gives it on the wing to Smith. He finds Neal in the lane. He fakes the shot, comes back out on top to Smith. Now Neal will take the three, and it's off the mark. Offensive rebound tapped up and in by Owens. Boyd County didn't block Owens out. He went up high and tipped that in, and it cuts the lead to 3. 32-29, Owens with his first 2 points. Woods with the basketball. Gives it to Payne on the right wing. Payne with Smith on him. Works off the Spurlock screen. Backs it out now. Hughes will pick him up. Payne drives inside the circle. Kicks it in the corner to Raritan. Back out to Woods. Woods with Owens on him. Woods inside the circle. Finds Raritan cutting baseline off the glass. No good ball back tip. Smith comes up with it, gets it to Hughes. In the front court, top of the key, down the lane, misses the shot. Offensive rebound, put back up and in by Elijah Neal. Neal was Johnny on the spot. He's got 15, and again, another second change for Ashland.
And that's his 5th offensive rebound tonight.
Cuts the lead to 1. Payne with the basketball on the wing as both Spurlock goes down, and the Ashland player as well.
Boyd County's bench just got a warning.
And the Boyd County bench gets a warning, and both teams tells the fans to get up. As Payne will toss it in on the baseline. And they called the Ashland foul, I believe, on Owens, was it not? It actually is on Drew Smith. Spurlock drives in the lane, and they whistle stops the play, and the foul's on the floor before the shot. Foul's on Ashland, that's on Clark. He picks up his second, and that brings us to the third quarter media timeout. 2:33 left on the clock on an energized third quarter here at Ellis T. Johnson Arena. 32-31 Boyd County. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Hi, I'm Brock Littrell, President of Commercial Bank of West Liberty. For more than 100 years, we prided ourselves on treating our customers like family. The technologies we offer afford you the ability to bank with us from anywhere.
Hi, I'm Angie Pendergrass. I'm the CFO of Commercial Bank, and we are constantly looking for new technologies to improve our efficiencies and our bottom line, but more importantly, it allows us to spend more time with our customers.
Hi, I'm Howard Elam, CEO of Commercial Bank. I'd like to thank you for trusting us with your banking needs.
Standifer Builders is the area's best general contracting and paving company, serving you since 1965. We are family owned and operated and ready to meet your needs. Our experienced staff has the expertise to do the job right, no matter the size. We offer commercial and residential paving without the hassle of a big contractor. We also now offer dirt work services. Call us today for your free estimate. Standifer Builders is a proud supporter of local high school sports. Good luck to all athletes this season.
Jacob Spurlock leads Boyd County in scoring with 14. Elijah Neal leads Ashland in all scores with 15. And Boyd County has the slimmest of leads at 32-31. And Payne will toss it in on his own baseline for Boyd County out of the timeout. Jacob Carter's checked into the lineup for Boyd County.
And you can feel the tension in the air right now.
Spurlock on the baseline, puts a shot up, no good, but he draws the foul. And he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. So Spurlock goes to the free throw line for Boyd County. He's been there 2 times tonight. He's made them both. 84.7% on the season. Makes the first one. So he remains perfect, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Spurlock with 15 points. Puts Boyd County back up by 2. Second free throw's good. Spurlock has 16, and Boyd County's lead's back up to 3. They've led by as many as 8. And that was a 30-22 at halftime. Ashland with the basketball. Neal at the logo. They could cut the lead to 1 or tie it with a 3 on this possession. Clark drives inside the circle, gives it to Neal. He drives down the right side of the lane, scoops it off the glass, no good. Carter got the rebound, gives it to Payne. Payne in the front court, floats it into Rimmer underneath. He fakes, goes up, misses the shot, but draws the foul on Owens. And Rimmer will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. He's been there twice in the game. He split a pair earlier in the contest. He's 69.7% during the regular season. Rimmer makes the first one. Boyd County's leads back to 4, 35-31. Rimmer has 8 in the game. Misses the second. Smith got the rebound for Ashland. Gets it to Neal. Neal brings it into the front court. Minute 50 left here in the third quarter. Elijah Neal with a basketball at the logo. Gives it to Smith on the left wing. Back to Neal. Neal drives at the left elbow. Kicks it in the corner. 3 on the way. Hughes, no good. Hughes gets his own rebound. Kicks it out on top. Smith will take a 3 over Raritan and drain it. And Smith looks to the Ashland crowd as he drains that triple, and the lead's cut to 1, 35-34. Big bucket for Smith. He's got 9 in the game.
Gotta love March basketball.
It's the best. Boyd County with a basketball. They lead by 1. Spurlock on the right wing, step back 3 over Hughes, and he says, I can match that.
Bombs away, says Spurlock.
Boyd County back up by 4. Spurlock with 19 now to lead all scorers. Neal on the wing, floats it in the corner to Owens. He drives down the lane, puts it off the glass, no good. Carter gets the rebound for Boyd County. Ashland cut it to 1. Boyd County's pushed it back up to 4, and they've got the basketball. Payne brings it into the front court. The clock winds under 35 left here in the third quarter. Clock winds under 25. Payne just standing at the logo as they will probably go into motion at about the 15 mark, 15-12. Now we're inside 15. Now we're down to 10. Here they go. Payne on the right wing, clock to 5, gets it to Rimmer. 3 just left of the top of the key, no good. Rebound batted around. Ashland comes away with it, and Neal misses the 3-quarter court shot at the horn. So to the fourth quarter we go. Boyd County led by 8 at the break, 38-34. Ashland sawed that lead in half. Boyd County 38-34 at the end of 3, and we'll be back with what should be an exciting fourth quarter on the SpreeTV network.
Standifer Builders is the area's best general contracting and paving company, serving you since 1965. We are family owned and operated and ready to meet your needs. Our experienced staff has the expertise to do the job right, no matter the size. We offer commercial and residential paving without the hassle of a big contractor. We also now offer dirt work services. Call us today for your free estimate. Standifer Builders is a proud supporter of local high school sports. Good luck to all athletes this season.
When you agree, it can be drama-free. Uncontested divorces starting at $500. Simple, straightforward, statewide. Call attorney John D. Lewis Jr., 113 Main Street, Sandy Hook. This is an advertisement.
County with a 4-point lead as we go to the fourth quarter. Elijah Neal leads Ashland in scoring with 15. Spurlock leads all scorers with 19. Skylar, what's your thoughts?
Well, you know, if Boyd County wins this game, I'm saying Spurlock for MVP. What a tournament he's had and how well these Lions have played. Now, the game's not over, but regardless, you got to be proud if you're a Boyd County Lion.
You certainly do. Smith will throw it in for Ashland as we start the fourth quarter. Smith, Neal, Hughes, Owens, and Clark on the floor for Ashland. Payne, Woods, Carter, Rimmer, Spurlock on the floor for Boyd County. Neal drives in the lane, kicks it back to Clark. He comes out on top to Owens. Now Clark again with Payne on him. On the wing to Hughes. Gives it to Neal. Step back 3 deep left wing. No good. Spurlock gets the rebound. That's his 5th rebound to go with 19 points. Spurlock brings it into the front court. 30 seconds into the fourth quarter. Smith's on him. Spurlock kicks it to Rimmer. Now he gives it to Payne. Boyd County very patient on this first offensive possession of the fourth quarter. Payne drives down the lane around Neal, off the glass and in. Boyd County goes up by 6, 40-34. Smith in the front court for Ashland. Drives inside the circle, kicks it to Hughes, and Hughes throws it almost into the backcourt, and the official says it was, and it's an over and back on Ashland. Costly turnover for the Tomcats. Boyd County has a 6-point lead and the basketball. Boyd County's biggest lead in the game's been 8. Payne brings it into the front court. Smith will pick him up as he crosses the timeline. Payne just left to the top of the key. Owens on him, drives him down the lane, shot off the glass, no good. Owens gets the rebound, gets it ahead to Clark. Look at that pass. And the two-hand slam as Clark swings the rim.
And the goal's still shaking.
And the goal still shakes. 40-36, lead cut to 4. Payne dumps it to Spurlock. Spurlock drives Hughes down on the baseline, puts it off the glass, no good. And it goes out of bounds and will stay with Boyd County. Payne will toss it in. Gets it into Rimmer right under the bucket, and Rimmer puts it up and in. Caleb's in double digits with 10. Boyd County goes back up by 6, 42-36, and we've got a full timeout on the court. Let's take it with them. 6:14 left in regulation. 42-36 Boyd County. We'll be back to Ellis-T. Johnson Arena right after this.
It's Tech Madness at Appalachian Wireless, and these deals, they're next level. We're taking $700 off select devices, or bundle your tech to get savings up to $1,100 off in tech savings. Those are some prime time savings. From phones to accessories, everything you need to stay connected is right here and ready to help you score big during our Tech Madness. But don't wait. These deals won't last forever. Head to your nearest Appalachian Wireless retail location or visit us online at AppalachianWireless.com to find out more. Because when it comes to wireless, we're always here to help you save big. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
This presentation of SpreeTV Hoops is sponsored by Appalachian Wireless, Bank of the Mountains, Commercial Bank of West Liberty, Juniper Health, Lewis Law Office, Mountain Telephone, and Standifer Builders. You're watching SpreeTV, celebrating nearly 10 years of 16th region coverage.
42-36, Boyd County leads by 6 with 6:14 left on the clock here in the fourth quarter. Boyd County shooting 42% on 16 of 38. Ashland 38% on 16 of 42. Both teams 25 rebounds. Ashland 6 turnovers, 3 for Boyd County. Neal brings it into the front court out of the timeout, gives it to Smith. Smith works off a Hughes screen, finds Clark on the wing. He drives down on the baseline, puts a runner up, no good. Carter almost had the rebound. He was over the back, no call. Smith will take a 3, top of the key, no good. Offensive rebound, Clark. He can't convert the bucket, but he will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 for Ashland as Carter picks up the foul for Boyd County. Caleb Clark, 78.2% during the regular season. Best free throw shooter for Ashland. First trip there tonight. He misses the first one.
Old statistician's curse.
Ashland's 1 of 4 now from the free throw line in this game. Make it 2 of 5 as Clark makes the second, and it cuts the lead to 4. Cuts the lead to 5, 42-37. Payne brings it into the front court for Boyd County. Clock under 5:50 left here in regulation. Payne outside the circle with Smith on him. He drives him down inside the circle, gives it to Rimmer in the corner. He picks up his dribble, gives it to Spurlock. Spurlock goes around Hughes down the right side of the lane, off the glass and in. Spurlock has 21, and the lead 7, 44-37. Smith with the basketball, drives Payne down the left side of the lane, around him, off the glass and in. Smith in double digits with 11, and the lead's down to 5, 44-39. And Smith will pick up the foul for Ashland. That's his third. First team foul on Ashland. Spurlock will toss it in on our side of the floor. Spurlock gets it into Payne. Clock winds under 5:10 left on the clock as Payne walks it into the front court. With Smith on him. Payne at the top of the key. Works it to the right side. Hughes will come out and pick him up now. Spurlock and Smith going at it inside the circle. Payne gives it to Woods. Woods with Owens on him. Spins right. Drives in the lane. Kicks it to Carter. Carter back to Payne. Payne with Hughes on him, dumps it to Carter. Carter inside the circle, gives it back to Payne. Payne in the lane, got to be a travel. And they call a foul on Ashland. That foul's on Elijah Neal. That's his second. I thought Payne walked. But he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. He's been there 4 times tonight, made 3 of them. Malachi, an excellent free throw shooter. He makes the first one. Payne's got 8 in the game now. He's 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Boyd County 10 of 13 as a team. Boyd County 10 of 13. Ashland 2 of 5 from the free throw line. Payne misses the second. Splits the pair. Boyd County's lead 6. Neal in the front court. Kicks it on the wing to Smith. 3 over Carter. No good. Rebound. Tapped by Owens to Clark, and Clark puts it up, and then Owens tipped that basketball to Clark, or to Hughes, and Hughes scored. And it's 45-41. Woods picks his dribble up. He's in trouble. Neal stripped him. Spurlock picks it up and hits the jumper at the left elbow, and Boyd County goes back up by 6, 47-41. 23 now for Jacob. Gunner, who's the foul on that time?
23.
Malachi Payne. Second team foul on Boyd County. Both teams with 2 fouls now here in the fourth quarter. As Raridan checks back into the lineup for Carter for Boyd County. And we'll have a timeout at the 4-minute mark. It's a 30-second timeout. Boyd County leads by 6. Let's keep it right here. And Skylar, you're beginning to be able to feel the tension here as we go down to the last 4 minutes, and Boyd County leads by 6, and they're looking to unseat Ashland. And let's face it, Ashland's the king. I mean, they've won it the last 7 years.
You know, and if you're Boyd County, you got to be kind of nervous. That's got to be sitting in the back of your head. Can we keep it in? Can we knock them off? If they keep doing what they're doing, they'll be all right, but you can't get in your head here. There's 4 minutes of basketball left. That's an eternity.
Well, Jacob Spurlock would like nothing better than to finish his high school career for Boyd County in regional tournament action with the first Boyd County 16th region title since 2001 and knock Ashland off the top. Still a lot of basketball to go, as you say. Ashland will have something to say about that. Neal with the basketball out of the timeout. We'll see what Bonner's drawed up here for Ashland. Clark with the basketball, top of the key. Gives it to Smith on the wing. Smith floats it all the way across court to Owens. Open 3. No good. That was an air ball. And Rimmer got the rebound. He gives it to Woods. Woods brings it into the front court. Clock down under 3:40. Now Payne with the basketball. Payne with Clark on him. He drives around him, kicks it in the corner. 3-ball Raridan on the way. Good. And Raridan comes off the bench and buries the triple. And Boyd County has their biggest lead of 9, 50-41. Boyd County's 3 of their last 3 on field goals. To stretch this lead out, Neal spins off the glass and in. Good. Will the bucket count? What an acrobatic shot by Elijah Neal. And the bucket will count. So Neal will go to the free throw line to try to complete the 3-point play. He's got 15 now in the game for Ashland. And he's been to the free throw line 1 time, and he missed that free throw earlier. 70% on the season. Neal misses the free throw. Ashland is now 2 of 6 from the free throw line in this game, and they trail by 7. Payne gets it across the timeline. Neal draped all over him, and Neal takes it away from him. Elijah drives down the lane off the glass and in. He just stripped Payne right here in front of us and took it all the way down and laid it in. Cuts the lead to 5. Here comes that Tomcat run. Woods gets it into the front court. Clock down under 2:45. Spurlock at the logo. He backs it out with Smith on him. Spurlock drives around Smith, and they'll call the foul on Smith. That's his team foul number 3 on Ashland. And at the 2:34 mark of the fourth quarter, we have the final media timeout. The SpreeTV media timeout finds Boyd County ahead 50-45 over Ashland, and we'll be back right after this on the SpreeTV network.
For nearly 50 years, Bank of the Mountains has served Morgan and the surrounding counties, working hard to provide our customers with friendly service and the financial products that make their lives easier. As a family-owned bank, we understand that relationships matter. We appreciate those who have chosen us to be their bank and invite those who haven't to stop by at any of our 3 locations, West Liberty, Index, or Ezel. Local people, local decisions, local commitment. Bank of the Mountains is proud to be a real community bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When you agree, it can be drama-free. Uncontested divorces starting at $500. Simple, straightforward, statewide. Call attorney John D. Lewis Jr., 113 Main Street, Sandy Hook. This is an advertisement.
Boyd County leads Ashland by 5, 50-45. They led by 4 at the end of 3. They've outscored Ashland 12-11. Here in the fourth quarter, Boyd County's made their last 4 field goals, and they have the basketball with 2:34 left on the clock. Woods tosses it into Payne, and Payne will bring it out of the backcourt as the clock winds under 2:30 left here in regulation. Payne with Neal on him gives it to Gunnar Woods. Spurlock has 4 fouls for Boyd County. Drew Smith has 4 fouls for Ashland. Woods on the wing, gives it to Spurlock. Spurlock at the logo with Neal on him. Clock down approaching 2 minutes. Spurlock comes near side to Payne. Payne with Owens on him. Payne at the logo, reverses himself, comes left side, and that's a push foul on Owens. He pushed him down. And that's the 3rd foul on Owens. And Payne went to the ground hard. Woods will toss it in. Gets it into Spurlock. He spins on Hughes, and Hughes blocks the shot, rejects it. Raritan gets it back for Boyd County, and Payne pulls it out to the logo. 1:40 on the clock. Neal goes to the ground. And they call the foul on Rimmer for an illegal screen.
And that was unneeded. Rimmer didn't have to do that.
Well, he gets the foul for the screen, and I'm telling you, Neal hit the ground hard. Neal drives down the lane, kicks it on the wing. Clark step back 3, good. Bang, bang, bang. Lead cut to 2, timeout, Boyd County, and here we go. 50-48, Boyd County, 1:29 left in regulation. We'll be back to LST Johnson Arena right after this.
At Juniper Health, great care begins with people you know. Familiar faces, rooted in the mountains of eastern Kentucky. We are nationally recognized. We provide award-winning care right here in your backyard. We're on your roads, in your schools, at your front door. This is our home too. Juniper Health, world-class care, hometown heart.
This presentation of SpreeTV Hoops is sponsored by Appalachian Wireless, Bank of the Mountains, Commercial Bank of West Liberty, Juniper Health, Lewis Law Office, Mountain Telephone, and Standifer Builders. You're watching SpreeTV, celebrating nearly 10 years of 16th region coverage.
50-48 Boyd County, 1:29 left on the clock. Possession arrow points to Boyd County. Spurlock has 4 fouls for Boyd County. Smith has 4 for Ashland. Skylar, what's your thoughts?
If you're Randy Anderson, you have to be furious right now with that foul that was committed. You know, I understand that you got to get your get back for your teammate, but right now that could be a 5-point swing. It was 50-45. You have an offensive foul. They hit a 3. It's 2-point lead. There's 80 seconds.
Big swing. Payne with the basketball. Drives inside the circle. He goes down, and they call the foul on Neal. Neal says, I never touched him. And this game's really getting chippy as we've got 1:18 left on the clock, and Payne will go to the free throw line for Boyd County. He's 4 of 6 from there this evening. Boyd County 10 of 14 as a team. Payne makes the first one. He's got 9 in the game. League goes back to 3. This one would make it a 2-possession game.
Boyd County needs this.
And Payne makes them both. So he's got 10, and the Boyd County leads 4. Neal in the front court, hands it to Smith. Smith to Clark, step back 3, left wing, no good. Rebound Spurlock. Spurlock gets it to Raritan into the front court, finds Payne at the top of the key, and he backs it out, and a foul's called here. And that's on Hughes for Ashland. 1 minute exactly left on the clock, and Payne will shoot free throws. That's the 5th team foul on Ashland. Payne makes the first one. He's an excellent free throw shooter.
Yes, he is.
7 of 9 for the game now for Payne. He's got 11. Make it 8 of 10. And Boyd County's back up by 6. Clock under a minute. Neal crosses the timeline. Ashland's going to have to cut into this lead, or they're going to lose for the first time in 8 years in the finals. Drew Smith will go to the free throw line for Ashland.
And that's Rimmer's 4th.
And Smith misses the first one.
And it was a good foul.
He's 1 of 3 from the free throw line now. 53 seconds left on the clock. And he misses them both. And Spurlock gets the rebound. Spurlock goes behind the back. Throws it across the court to Woods, and a foul's called here by the official. Let's see who the foul's on as they get in between the teams, and the Boyd County fans are starting to feel it, but we've still got 42.9 seconds left on the clock. And Gunnar Woods will go to the free throw line to shoot free throws. He's not been there tonight. 72.9% on the season.
Cash.
And the 6'2 senior makes the first one, and that makes it a 3-possession game, 55-48.
And that all but seals it for Boyd County.
Don't say that yet. Woods misses the second one. Hughes got the rebound, and we'll have a foul on Boyd County, and that's on Payne. Payne picks up his 3rd. That's the 5th team foul on Boyd County, and we'll walk to the other end to shoot free throws. 55-48, Boyd County with a 7-point lead. Ashland is 2 of 8 from the free throw line in this basketball game.
That's 6 points right there.
Hughes makes the first one. His first trip to the free throw line this evening. Justin 73% on the season for the 6'3 sophomore. He misses the second. Spurlock gets the rebound. And he's fouled by Smith. And we'll walk to the other end to shoot free throws. And Spurlock looks over to the Ashland crowd and gives them a wink and a grin as he'll go to the free throw line to try to put them back up by 3 possessions as Rimmer talks to the official here at half court. Drew Smith fouls out for Ashland. Spurlock makes the first one, 24 points for Jacob. And if Boyd County can hang on, you can get the MVP trophy ready for Jacob Spurlock. He's got 24.
And
the
still
lead's 8.
talking to the crowd.
Clark down the lane. That shot was blocked by Rimmer. Raritan got the rebound, gives it to Spurlock. Clock down to 30, and Hughes commits the foul. This time Spurlock looks to the Boyd County side and lets out a scream as he'll go back to the free throw line, and they're really starting to feel it now. Boyd County lost the first 2 meetings this year to Ashland in the regular season, but they beat them in the district championship. And they're 28.8 seconds away from winning the 16th region title and beating them again.
And that's 26 points for Spurlock tonight.
9-point lead. Make
27.
it 10. 10-point lead for Ashland, or for Boyd County, 59-49. Neal in the front court puts up a long 3. That's no good. And Raritan gets the rebound, gives it back to Spurlock, and that'll do it. Boyd County's not going to foul anymore. And Malachi Payne will dribble out the clock, and this Boyd County crowd erupts. Randy Anderson is taking Boyd County back to the Sweet 16 for the first time since 2001. And Ashland's 7-year reign is over as Payne slams it at the buzzer, and Boyd County has won the 16th Region Championship. What a basketball game. 59-49 your final, Boyd County over Ashland, and we'll be back to Ellis T. Johnson Arena with the final statistics, the all-tournament team awards, and more right after this.
For nearly 50 years, Bank of the Mountains has served Morgan and the surrounding counties, working hard to provide our customers with friendly service and the financial products that make their lives easier. As a family-owned bank, we understand that relationships matter. We appreciate those who have chosen us to be their bank and invite those who haven't to stop by at any of our 3 locations, West Liberty, Index, or Ezel. Local people, local decisions, local commitment. Bank of the Mountains is proud to be a real community bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's Tech Madness at Appalachian Wireless, and these deals, they're next level. We're taking $700 off select devices, or bundle your tech to get savings up to $1,100 off in tech savings. Those are some prime time savings. From phones to accessories, everything you need to stay connected is right here and ready to help you score big during our Tech Madness. But don't wait. These deals won't last forever. Head to your nearest Appalachian Wireless retail location or visit us online at AppalachianWireless.com to find out more. Because when it comes to wireless, we're always here to help you save big. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
Standifer Builders is the area's best general contracting and paving company, serving you since 1965. We are family owned and operated and ready to meet your needs. Our experienced staff has the expertise to do the job right, no matter the size. We offer commercial and residential paving without the hassle of a big contractor. We also now offer dirt work services. Call us today for your free estimate. Standifer Builders is a proud supporter of local high school sports. Good luck to all athletes this season.
Boyd County wins the 16th Region Championship here over Ashland, 59-49. They're going back to the Sweet 16 for the first time, I said since 2001, and since 2018. They defeated Ashland 54-49 in 2018, and that was the last time that Ashland had lost this 16th Region Championship. What a win for head coach Randy Anderson and Boyd County. Boyd County goes to 29-6 on the season. They've won their last 12 and 22 of their last 24 basketball games.
What a career for Jacob Spurlock.
And he caps it on a regional level here tonight with his biggest region victory in his career. And Boyd County still at half court celebrating as they bring the awards table out to half court. Let's take a look at some of the final statistics while they're setting up the awards table. Boyd County shot 45.2% on 19 of 42. They were 2 of 11 from behind the three-point line, 18.2%. And from the charity stripe, 19 of 24 for 79.2%. Ashland shot 38.9% for the game. 19 or 21 of 54. They was 4 of 20 from behind the three-point line for 20%, and 3 of 10 from the charity stripe for 30%. So Ashland was 3 of 10 from the line, Skylar. Boyd County was 19 of 24. Boyd County outscored Ashland by 16 points at the free throw line and won this game by 10.
What a game. What a game.
Jacob Spurlock winds up with 27 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist, and 3 steals to lead Boyd County to the championship. 12 points for Malachi Payne on 8 of 10 from the free throw line. He had 2 rebounds and 6 assists to go with his 12 points. 10 points for Caleb Rimmer. Rimmer had 7 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 block shot to go with his 10 points. And 5 points for Gunnar Woods, 5 points for Ethan Raridan. Raridan hit a big 3 for Boyd County down the stretch here in the fourth quarter for their 59 points. Ashland was led in scoring by Elijah Neal. He had 19 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals. 14 points for Caleb Clark on 6 of 12 shooting from the floor, 5 rebounds to go with his 14 points. 11 points for Drew Smith. Smith had 7 rebounds and 1 assist to go with his 11 points. 3 points for Justin Hughes on 1 of 3 shooting from the floor, 4 rebounds and 1 assist. 2 points for Elijah Owens on 1 of 8 shooting from the floor, 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Rounds out the 49 points in scoring for Ashland. Ashland was a +3 in points off turnovers, 11-8, +4 in points in the paint, 34-30. Second chance points, Ashland +11, 18-7. Fast break points +4, Boyd County 13-9. No points off the bench for either team. Biggest lead for Ashland was 4, for Boyd County 10. Biggest run for Ashland was 7, for Boyd County 8. 3 lead changes, 3 ties. Ashland led for 3:17 of the game. Boyd County for 29 minutes and 5 seconds. Let's now leave.
Tournament manager Tim Rose. First award, Oregon cheerleader. On behalf of the 16th region, KPOS. They have some presentations for senior cheerleading scholarships. The outstanding cheerleader from West Carter High School, Aubrey Cox. Also, the Virginia Murphy Top Academic Scholarship goes also to Aubrey Cox of West Carter and Brecken McCarty of Rowan County High School. Congratulations to the cheer scholarship winner. In conjunction with the 2026 boys basketball tournament, cheerleading was judged during the first round games, recognizing the following teams for their outstanding performances. Runner-up, Elliott County. champions of the 16th region, headed for the boys 16 at Upper Arena, the Lions of Boyd County High School, and Coach Randy Anderson. Our next award is the Larry Stevenson Sportsmanship Award, presented to the Lions of Elliott County High School. Recognize 16th Region KHSAA Player of the Year and Mr. Basketball nominee from Boyd County, Jacob Spurlock. Now introducing the members in no particular order of the 16th Region Boys Bowl Tournament team. From Racewood, Charles Welch. From Drummond County, Cameron Ross. Morgan County, Asher Campbell. From Ashland, Chris Beck. From Racewood, Jonah Arnett. From Elliott County, Tyson Crabtree. From Ashland, Caleb Clark. Ladies and gentlemen, the athletic directors and administration of the 16th region this year voted to name the MVP trophy for the boys tournament in the name of longtime Ashland Blazer athletic director Mark Smith. And this year's MVP, Jacob Spurlock of Boyd County. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our trophy presentation. On behalf of Morehead State University, the Morehead Tourism Commission,
And that wraps up this 2026 version of the 16th Region High School Basketball Tournament. We hope you have enjoyed the broadcast for every game of the tournament that we've shown. The awards, we had some of our area teams that had players and teams in these awards. The Elliott County Cheerleaders were runners-up in the 16th Region Tournament in-game competition. Congratulations to the Elliott County Cheerleaders. And on the all-tournament team, Asher Gamble for Morgan County and Tyson Crabtree for Elliott County both made the 16th Region all-tournament team. Congratulations to them. And Jacob Spurlock was the MVP of the 16th Region Tournament. Sportsmanship Award also went to the Elliott County Lions basketball team. So congratulations to them as well. Elliott County's basketball team with the Sportsmanship Award, and their cheerleaders runner-up on the in-game cheer competition. Well, that's it for the 16th region. It's on to the Sweet 16 now at Lexington and Rupp Arena next week. Head coach Randy Anderson will take his Boyd County Lions back down to Lexington, and they will play at 1:30 p.m. next Thursday afternoon, and they'll play the champions out of the 1st District, Marshall County. Marshall County upset McCracken County in the semifinals of the 1st region to advance on to the state championship, and they'll take on Boyd County in the 1st round game. Johnson Central and George Rogers Clark will play the other game in the Boyd County Marshall County bracket. The Johnson Central game will be at 8:30 p.m. next Thursday evening, and those two winners will play on Friday evening at 8:30 p.m. So Skylar, it's been a very exciting tournament, and no better way to cap it off tonight than with this excellent basketball game between Boyd County and Ashland. And Boyd County dethrones Ashland after 7 years on the top, and that's a long time.
Hey, nothing lasts forever.
Nothing lasts forever, and Boyd County has broke the 7-year stretch for Ashland here this evening. For the first time since 2018, Boyd County will go back to Rupp Arena, and we wish head coach Randy Anderson and Boyd County the best of luck in Lexington. We've enjoyed bringing this 25-26 basketball season to you. We appreciate each and every one of you that have watched any of our broadcasts on the SpreeTV network, and we hope you'll look us back up this coming fall and winter as we'll have basketball action back beginning in December of 2026. May God bless you all wherever you may be. I'm Chris Dickerson along with Skylar Dickerson, and until next fall, have a good night, everyone.
This presentation of SpreeTV Hoops is sponsored by Appalachian Wireless, Bank of the Mountains, Commercial Bank of West Liberty, Juniper Health, Lewis Law Office, Mountain Telephone, and Standifer Builders. You're watching SpreeTV, celebrating nearly 10 years of 16th region coverage.